What is good, everyone? This is your host, Deanna Radulescu with Label Free. To live your best life, you must live label free. As always, I'm back with another incredible guest, so sit back, relax, and tune in. My next guest is a dog behavioral trainer for over 20 years, and she's also the author of American Dog Epidemic. Please welcome Jackie Eckert. Jackie, welcome to the show.
Hi, thanks for having me.
So I love dogs. I love animals. I mean, yeah, you can see in the background, I got two macaws. And so I love your expertise. So
Good.
before we get into why I love your expertise, I'm gonna share a little bit about one of my little stinkers. I want to hear a little bit what your journey of getting into the space, why it's a passion for you and why you've been doing it for 20 years.
Well, I always kind of knew that I wanted to work with dogs
Yeah.
and animals. I never really thought about where it would take me. So I've done several things in my career, working for a veterinarian for a period of time, working at a doggy daycare where they they weren't even known at that time,
Yeah.
and then eventually deciding that I wanted to become a dog behavioral trainer. And from there, and I wanted to work on challenging things. I didn't want to do basic obedience. I wanted the challenge. And so from there, that's where it took off, and it led me to eventually write a book about it.
Beautiful. So now I'm going to share a little bit about like my little guy. Well, he's not little. He's so my one of my old partners, boyfriends, whatever, he started a rescue out of my house. He was very passionate about dogs. He still like helps a lot of dogs. He's very passionate about, protecting and saving them. And so his first rescue he got out of Texas, out of Houston, Texas. They found this dog. He's a pit bull mix. I mean, I think he's almost full pit bull, more pit bull than anything. Found him like skin and bones, leaning against a brick wall behind a garbage can. He brings this dog and like several other dogs here to where I'm at in Illinois, into to my home, which I had no idea. I did not know that this was happening. It was a surprise. And mind you, the town I lived in had a law that you could only have two dogs. We had 10 in my home.
Oh boy.
So that was a challenge with the law enforcement there. So he brings these dogs, and this dog just bonded to me right away. His name, I call him Teddy Bear, and he's a red nose. So,
Okay.
all blonde and everything. We come to find out this dog like would be friendly with other dogs until somebody would come to the door. If somebody would come to the door, he would attack the other dogs and like just latch on. And so
Okay.
he had a trigger, and it was when anybody comes to the door, he like freaked out. And so I I had to learn to manage that. And I think a lot of other people probably would have given up on him. But other than that, he's the sweetest dog. He plays very nicely with my other little one, but I just have to be mindful that if somebody comes to the
Right.
house, I got to put him away or put the other dog away and just make sure that he's calm. So what are your thoughts on that?
Well, I've run into several cases that are very similar to this.
Okay.
And what is typically the trigger is the change of energy in the environment.
Oh, interesting.
That change of energy causes him to feel a need to control things, and it causes him to react. So, what he may be doing is going after a target, whether it's another dog in the home or that he maybe trusts the least or respects the least or is more unstable than the other.
We thought maybe he was being trained for dog fighting.
And it's about the energy.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I've seen this quite often. I actually saw it in a home, and when I got there, it was usually towards another dog.
Yeah.
But me being the new person, something happened in the home when I was there, an energy shift, and the dog started reacting. And instead of going after the dog he typically went after, he started looking at me.
Interesting.
So it's just about, respect, trust, unstableness. So the dog is looking to settle things down, doesn't like the disturbance
Hmm.
in his environment.
Yeah, because he never went after another person. He only went after another dog,
Yes.
which was
So
very interesting.
I would kind of take a look at that, observe that other dog, and see, is that other dog very excitable, anxious? What goes on with that dog that's different? If you have another dog,
Yeah.
what is different
Hmm.
with that dog's behavior?
Well, my other one, she's super passive.
Okay.
She'll like lay down and roll over on her back.
Right.
She's like probably the sweetest dog I've ever had in my life. Just like a big lover, you know. So I don't think it really has much to do about her energy or and I mean I don't know. You know, me, I guess we don't know,
Hmm.
right? So
Right.
it's just it's just an interesting dynamic, but like I can't imagine my life without him. And I think that if I would have given him up, some someone else would have or somebody else had him, they probably would have gave up on him.
That's possibly the case.
Yeah.
Sometimes rehoming a dog is a better fit. Sometimes it reduces the problem behaviors that may have caused the dog to be relinquished to a shelter or rescue to begin with. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's not.
Yeah.
So it all depends.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I love what you say here in your bio. You wrote the American Dog Epidemic after realizing that the problem isn't bad dogs or bad owners, but a flood of outdated information and misguided societal beliefs shaping how people raise, interact, and train their dogs. These deeply ingrained ideas not only fail to solve behavioral problems, they often create them. I love that. I think that's
Right,
true.
right. I think that people don't realize that we we have had dogs around us for centuries,
Yeah.
um, but we've dramatically changed how we live with them and how they're now incorporated in nearly every aspect of our daily lives.
Yeah.
And with that drastic change, their behavior has changed.
Interesting.
Their stress level has also changed
Yeah.
because we don't know how to guide them through all of these events in an appropriate way to minimize the discomfort and the stress for the dog.
Yeah.
And when
So,
a dog is stressed, they have behavioral problems.
so then what do you recommend? Like, so when you come in, do you people hire you to come into their home to help their dog?
Yes. So I would work with people one on one. I have done classes
Okay.
in my career, but generally speaking, it's a one on one situation.
Okay.
And I go in, it's teach people how to kind of see where these problems are coming from,
Okay.
give them a different perspective.
Sure.
This perspective can be difficult and it can be uncomfortable
Oh, I
to
bet.
question some of our beliefs about dogs and what they mean to us and what we mean to them and what's really helpful for a dog.
Yeah.
Uh, I we want to give and give the idyllic life we think that we want
Sure.
and provide that to a dog. Um, but it's not necessarily what a dog needs or wants.
So I guess why don't you like kind of share some misconceptions and what does that look like? Like what are common misconceptions based on what you're saying? I'm hearing that there's a common misconception when it comes to how you handle and treat and raise your dog.
Yes. So there are many myths that I cover to make it kind of so the reader can consume all this information.
Are these myths that are in
Um,
the book?
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
maybe you can share just a
Uh,
couple with us.
okay, so one myth would be a wagging tail means happy friendliness. That's not really what a wagging tail first indicates. It
Okay,
can mean that a dog is happy and likely friendly, but the first thing that people need to realize is a wagging tail means the dog is revved up about something.
sure.
Something in the environment has changed
Yeah,
and has created different energy. And dogs really react to all the different energy shifts that happen
mm.
day to day
Oh yeah,
that we think nothing of. And a dog may see some of these energy shifts as I need to survive, I need to protect myself,
yeah.
and we think nothing of it. Oh, it's just a dog being a dog. This is what dogs do.
Mm.
Um, Another example would be watchdog barking.
Okay,
So many people experience watchdog barking. I'm not talking about alert barking where a dog says woof, 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 and then stops to alert people that something new is around.
yeah,
This is more of uh, not, it may not be ferocious, but it's more intense,
yeah.
where the dog is barking at the fence
At
or
the window.
at the window or
Yeah,
at the door whenever a dog walks by.
yeah,
A squirrel may trigger the dog, or a person coming to the
sure.
door, the delivery person, for example. Um, and many people pass that behavior off as, well, the dog's just protecting my house.
Yeah,
This is a good thing. I like this.
yeah,
So they don't see it as a behavioral problem because they're getting a benefit out of it. And the other thing is, it's such a common behavior today.
yeah,
You can't walk down the street without seeing several houses that have this dynamic going on as you
sure.
walk by. So people see it as a dog protecting the house, but what the dog is actually doing is protecting himself,
Mm.
not the house.
Wow,
He
that's
thinks,
a brain twist.
yes,
Holy
he
cow.
thinks this behavior is effective,
Yeah,
right? From his point of view, he barks, whomever that person is, they leave.
yeah,
He thinks he made that happen. Not that the person was just kind of doing their thing and they
yeah,
were walking by and the dog didn't influence their behavior at all. It's all about what the dog thinks, what the
yeah.
dog perceives, and he perceives as this behavior is working. And it's actually rooted in fear.
Oh wow. Hmm.
So if we don't recognize what's really going on inside of the dog, and we keep thinking that dog behavior is something that it's not,
Sure.
we don't really help the dog and we don't really get rid of the behavior.
So, with knowing that, how should people treat their dogs differently then?
Well, there's a much different communication system that
Okay.
needs to take place. I lay this out in my book. I call it real life training advice. And under every myth chapter, there is a training section called Real Life
Okay.
Training Advice that gives you the tools that, it's a whole process I bring you through. So I work gradually into the buildup. So, for instance, the first real training advice is proper communication.
Okay.
And there's so much that we do. We communicate to a dog like we're a human. That's
Yeah,
all we
I mean, I
know.
do.
And a
I do.
dog is trying to figure out all of that. But a lot of the time, it isn't our words. It's our action.
Actions and energy.
Yes, exactly. So if our tone doesn't match and we're using too many words, we tend to talk a lot,
Yeah.
use a lot of words for one thing. Um, it's confusing to a dog, and it doesn't have to be that way.
Yeah.
Uh, and the other thing is consequences. Now, people automatically go, consequences. Ugh, that's a bad thing. No, it's something that follows an event.
Yeah.
And so we need to apply appropriate consequences depending on the behaviors we like
Hmm.
and the behaviors we don't like. So the dog has, and it's not harsh,
Yeah.
it's just understanding dog psychology. And so the dog has complete information
Right.
instead of only partial information.
Yeah. That makes sense. Um, where can people, well, actually, first of all, who is this book good for?
Well, I think this book is good for anybody who cares about dogs.
Okay.
Um,
Not just dog
because,
owners.
because uh, a lot of people are quick to blame the breed,
Oh yeah. Pit bulls.
yes, yes, blame the dog. There is a myth on breed. Um, Talking about pit bulls, using pit bulls as an example. So they blame on the breed, the dog, the owner, the trainer, but in reality, it's all of us.
Yeah, for sure. I agree.
Everybody who interacts with a dog, even that delivery person.
Yeah, I completely agree. With that being said, Jackie, where can people find you, connect with you, and purchase the book?
So they can go to my website, americandogepidemic.com.
Perfect.
There's links there to take you to the book. The book is also available on Amazon right now. I'm working on getting on many platforms. We're working on that right now. And so I can reach many more readers and
Perfect.
help more people. And the ebook and the paperback is coming very soon.
Oh, wonderful.
So hang tight on that. You can check the website
Okay.
and people can contact me on the website if they have questions or concerns. But yes,
Love it.
I'm happy to help.
Love it. You guys, I'm gonna put those links in the show notes, and they'll also be here on the screen if you are watching this. If you are a dog owner or know someone that has a dog or just curious on the behavior of dogs, don't hesitate to go purchase the book, go to Amazon, click that link, and support Jackie and learn a little bit more on how we can help our little furry little friends. Jackie, this is the part of the show where I like to ask for last words of wisdom or advice. What would you like to leave with us today?
Well, I think we all play a role in this. We can all help
Yeah.
everyone, people who struggle because our social interactions have so drastically changed for dogs and it's causing a lot of problems. So, uh, as if you don't feel you have a problem, good for you. That's
Yeah.
great. You're lucky and you're doing something right. But there are some things you could possibly learn about how to interact with other dogs you come in contact with and help the owners and help those dogs.
Yeah, for
They
sure.
need us.
Oh, they do. I love mine so much. Oh my gosh. I'd have 100 of them if I could. Jackie, thank you so much for sharing your expertise today. And I think that it's something that definitely needs to be talked about, especially with my experience with dealing with the rescues and just the many different personalities and issues that they come with and being patient and loving and wanting to learn how to take better care of them, I think is super important. So thank you so much for being such a great guest today. We really appreciate you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You guys, this is your host, Deanna Radulescu with Label Free. To live your best life, you must live label free. As always, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, all those good things. And I'll be back soon with more dynamic guests.